Welcome everybody to the Studio 360 VR video podcast here at Adobe Max 2016, and I'm here with Sean from NVIDIA.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And so let's talk 360. We're shooting in glorious 360, as I like to call it.
There's a lot of, it's all about VR.
It's all about
days.
VR and 360.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a fad. I think it'll stay here forever.
No, I agree with you. I think that this is the time when the buzz around from everybody who's working in this, everybody that I've talked to is looking to figure out how 360 video fits into their workflow.
Yeah.
And I think that's the great thing, is that everybody's exploring this right now. They understand that it's important, and they want to find out more. And I think the Adobe Max Show is a great place. There's a lot of resources here. We're showing people how to edit video in 360. We've also got our VR experience, where we're showing people VR for gaming, for education, for how it works in industry, over on the other half of our booth. But right here, I'm actually showing people how they can edit their video. 360
you got
video.
Metal plugin running there.
We got the Metal plugin, the Metal Skybox VR player. We're a good partner with Metal, and they've got the functionality to go into Premiere Pro to display your timeline video right inside. In this case, we're using the Oculus Rift. Yep, but also
let's talk about video cards.
Yeah.
What's the minimum requirement for a PC that a video editor using, let's say, Premiere requires? I mean, are we talking about 1080?
So we've got both of So the interesting thing, we've got two. As far as NVIDIA goes, we've got two different sides to our company. We've got our consumer side, and our pro side, and when you talk about something like VR video, there's a lot of overlap there. There's some people that are consumer users, and especially guys that are consuming content.
Right.
And then there's guys that are producing content, and they fall more into our pro space.
Okay.
And they're going to be the people that are more inclined to be interested in our Quadro products.
Quadro. Okay.
Yeah. So our P5000, our P6000, those are our brand new cards. Those are VR ready. They're going to be your high-end video editing stations, guys that are doing real professional work, stuff for production.
And what is the main difference between the Quadro and, let's say, the GTX 1080?
Right, and so the big difference is that when you look at an application like Premiere, or some of the applications that are associated with, you've got guys going out to bring content in from After Effects, and maybe some of that content is 3D footage that's coming in from Cinema 4D or Maya or 3D Studio Max. Those are all high-end professional applications, and you want those to be, you want those to run 100%. There's certifications involved with those, and so all of our products are certified on the pro side by the companies that actually publish the product. So whether that's Adobe, whether that's Autodesk, or Cinema 4D. And we've got certified drivers for that. It's certified hardware.
I see.
And we work with our OEM partners, our guys like HP, Dell, or in the case like we've got here, Lenovo, to make sure that everything comes together as a rock solid solution.
So does that mean that when a VR producer goes out and wants to build a system, let's say, they have to look at not only the GPU card, but does it work with the applications they're going to be using? Exactly. So that's really important too.
It's really important, yeah, because especially for high-end creative production processes, nothing exists inside a vacuum. Right. There's, you've got situations where you're going to be going out to pull content in from maybe it's 3D content from other sources, and you want to make sure that the entire part of your chain is supported. So, if you're bringing in 4K footage, that's from other areas, you want to be able to know that you've got GPU-based deburring and stuff like that. So those are the types of things that you need to think about. It's always, the important thing about 360 video and VR in general is that you have to look at everything, the entire ecosystem, what it is that you need. And there's, and for guys that are doing this casually, or they don't have quite the pressures of creative deadlines and things like that, they may be perfectly fine looking at our consumer line and things like that. For guys that are this is their bread and butter, and these machines make them money. Basically, this is their tool set. This is the same way a mechanic has his tools, and if those tools aren't working for him, he's not making money. The same thing's true of the workstations and the high-end workstation graphics that are in there.
What's the difference price-wise between, let's say, the consumer GTX 1080 or the Quadro cards?
Right. So at
the starting level, let's say.
Yeah. So the pro cards are more expensive.
Okay.
For our P6000 card, which is a very high end, 24 gigs of frame buffer, the most powerful CUDA processing chip you can actually have, that's upwards, right around 5,000. I don't know the exact price point.
So we're talking about almost 5 times as much as like a lower end consumer.
Right, exactly.
Right,
so but the idea is that for the guys that are when you're making money and when
the idea is one project takes care of the cost.
Exactly. No, when your reputation's on the line.
When you need it quickly, right, and you can't wait for the rendering.
Exactly. And again, it's I'm not not going to discourage anybody from using the tools that work best for them.
Right.
But it's always know your tools. And the same reason why you wouldn't go out and shoot video on a low end camcorder or something like that, even though it's it's going to provide the same footage. It's going to come out in 4K or HD or whatever. You're missing some of the high end stuff that that you're actually looking for, and the reliability that you need when you go out and do a professional shoot.
Makes sense. All right. If people want to find out more about NVIDIA for 360 and stuff,
we've got a lot of information on our website, NVIDIA.com. And you can look at all the Quadro products and our consumer GTX products.
Great. Nice to meet you, Sean. Thank you.
You too.